Welcome back. As is always the case, the mainstay of my platform is positive masculinity, developing masculinity, and then uh, showing how it is that positive masculinity can have a profound impact on those around us if we use it. And so the following video that we're about to view and then do a reaction to is of one of our elders, Judge Lynn Toler. Um, she is here recounting what she thinks has happened. And so it's necessary for us to look at this video because it's going to help us to come to a realization of how things really are. Not the way that we want them to be, but how they really are. Let's get into the video and find out what she has to say.
I don't know when it happened. I don't know who caused it. All I know is that at some point in time, the definition of manhood shifted way to the left and down. It is no longer what it was when my father was young or alive. It is no longer what it was when my husband said, "Lynn, will you marry me?" Because how they define manhood is, have I gone out into the world and done my best to bring money into my house? Have I got stability and love? Have I built a home? Do I have a place where a woman can come and say, I feel safe, where I have children that I can raise who will have food in their bellies, clothes on their backs? If they need something, I'm the brother to bring it to you. That's what they defined as manhood. Now it seems that that is no longer the case. It has nothing to do with your ability to provide or what you become in your profession or what you can bring home or who you can bring up and raise up and care for and defend and love. It has all to do with how nasty you can be with how many different women, how many corners you can hang on, how many babies you can bring into the world. You don't have to be able to support them. You don't have to love them. You don't have to worry about where they go to school or how they're going to live. You don't have to deal with whatever they have to deal with in order to grow up and be somebody. You just were able to make them, and that's it. And that's how you define manhood. I don't know when that happened. I know you didn't do it personally, Mr. Ware. I understand that there is a culture out there somewhere that has taken the definition of manhood, chopped it all up, diced it in small pieces, and thrown it in the sewer somewhere. But that's where it is, and that's where you are.
So the observation that Judge Lynn shared with the defendant, Mr. Ware, is this something that you've heard before? Quite possibly in conversations that you've had with older family members, older relatives, maybe your mom, maybe your dad? I certainly have. So is there a ring of truth to what Judge Lynn is saying? There's absolutely cause to be concerned because as a community, we see that there are a lot of individuals who look at manhood in the same way that Mr. Ware looked at it. If you look at the full episode, you'll come to find out that as far as being a protector, a provider, and a teacher, Mr. Ware is not doing these things. Sad to say, there's a lot of brothers in our community that follow suit. The activities that they engage in are not activities that are going to help them to become better individuals, better husbands, better fathers, better brothers, better children. That's not the case. And so I think what's actually happening in this clip is that Judge Lynn, over a long period of time, over her lifetime actually, she's just simply making the comparison. She's making the comparison between the men that she has been exposed to and the men of the current generation. But now you got to understand that video was quite a while ago. Has there been any progress? Have we as individuals, as men, have we looked at our responsibilities, especially if we're fathers? Do we look at our responsibilities in a way that this is an avenue where I can show value to my family? Is it something that's respectable? Is it something that we promote as being the right way to go? Because you understand that as a community, if we set a standard and say, this is the standard that we're going to hold to in regards to being a parent, being a father, being a provider, and a protector and the teacher, if we set that standard and we live up to that standard, then the benefits from that will be seen easily. We'll have better families, better households, we'll raise better children, and these children will go on to follow the example of their father. They'll be diligent, hard-working individuals who will have something to offer to society. I don't think what Judge Lynn was doing was bashing. I think she was simply stating an obvious fact, a fact that prompts the very creation of my platform. Positive masculinity is something that's needed, not just because it sounds nice to say, but if you implement that positive masculinity in your own life, you can see the great impact that it'll have on your well-being and also the well-being of all those around you. It was a video that was hard to listen to because a lot of those things that Judge Lynn was speaking about, I've seen firsthand. And so it's necessary for us to diagnose the problem and then be about the business of solving it. As always, thank you for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Be easy.